Hi guys, Rachel CPR here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my full wash and go routine, my updated full wash and go routine. I'm going to do a drugstore version for you today. Today I'm going to be using pretty much all Garnier Fructis Pure and Clean products for my hair, and I'm going to show you everything that I'm going to be using for today, so please keep watching. Okay, as I mentioned, this is going to be a Garnier drugstore wash and go routine for you today, and I am going to be using my Garnier Pure and Clean Hair Reset shampoo and conditioner. This is going to be the first time that I share with these two products with you doing a demo. Normally I use the original Pure and Clean shampoo line, but I did see this the last time I went to the store, and so I wanted to try it out. These are not, I don't like these as much as I like the original Pure and Clean. The Reset, this one has charcoal in it and my micellar agent, and it is good, especially if you have a lot of buildup on your hair, but I don't feel that this is something that I can just use all the time. And then the Pure and Clean Hair Reset Hydrating Conditioner for the hair and scalp. This is again good, but I feel as if I like the regular Pure and Clean conditioner a little bit better. It's thicker and it feels as if I don't need as much of that product to get the results that I like. So again, these are great, but they're just not my favorite. But I will be using these today because I have them, so I'm going to use them. As I mentioned before, I will be using the Pure and Clean gel over the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Leave-In Conditioner. These two pair for a really, really nice product when you are doing a wash and go that you want a lot of definition with. A added step that I'm going to be doing today is I am going to be wet plopping my hair. And to wet plop your hair, you just need any shower cap or a plastic cap of some kind. And you start drying your hair by allowing the styling products to really seep into the hair. It's kind of like when you condition your hair with the bowl method, where you keep bathing the conditioner water into your hair so your hair has enough time to absorb it. Well, with the wet plopping, you allow all of your styling products to do the very same thing. You put your hair into the shower cap and you let it sit for a while, and it really does make a difference. It makes your curls dry and look like your curls are defined like when they're wet. And that is ultimately what I want from my curls, because when my hair is completely hydrated, it's when it's wet. So I want to keep it looking like that, and then I can just fluff it later. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today. Something that I always do when I am doing my wash and go treatments, I always start off by releasing all of the shed hairs from my hair. It has been 3 days for me with my wash and go. My hair it held up really nicely. I think that it still looks like it has life. It's not really frizzy. The new way I'm doing my hair just holds on to my curl definition so much better. But I know that 80 to 100 hairs a day is what most people lose. So even if I just lost 80 hairs for the 3 days, that's going to give me 240 hairs that are all mixed up in my hair that can cause a lot of breakage and tangling and everything chaotic when it comes to washing your hair. And so I always go through and I just gently remove any shed hairs, and I always make sure that I have full strands and not pieces. Pieces are breakage, full strands are shedding, and that's natural. Okay, so now that I've gone through and taken out as many of the shed hairs as I possibly can, I'm going to go through the washing process and I'll bring you with me. Something I forgot to mention was that you can tie your hair up with something that will absorb all of the moisture dripping down. You just don't want to use anything that's really going to flatten it really, really flat, because that is going to prevent your hair from your curls from being really round and loopy. I find that if I put something on my head that is like smashing the shower cap, it makes it so that my curls, they're just not as loopy and free. They are more confined. So, I mean, if you want them to be more confined, that's fine too. But it's just, if you want your curls to just take on their natural shape, you have to allow them space to do that. So for right now, I'm going to let this sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. And then I'm going to sit under the dryer. Now, when I finish showing you how I did my wash process, I immediately capped it with my head forward. But normally when I'm in the shower, my hair is all back, and I take the shower cap and I put my hair in it with my hair all back. So I did change it over, but I couldn't do that in the video because I would have had water everywhere, even more than I already did. So I just wanted to let you know that this is a lot easier when you're doing it in the shower, because you don't have to worry about making a mess. But when you are obviously at a sink, you make more of a mess. So just so that you know that I did do that, so my hair will be going back once I am under the dryer, so that I can have more root volume at the top of my head. Okay, so here are my final results. I have two different sides to share with you for my finale, because not everyone likes to stretch out their curls, and so I didn't want it to be that was always the way I show my hair in the end. This side obviously has been stretched out. I normally stretch my curls out. I just take a warm blow dryer and I pull it out like this, and I just go through my curls until they are stretched out to where I want them to be. And honestly, it'll go right back down. It's just that it gives it more air into my hair when I do this. And so it'll look like this, but it'll just be more fluffy. Normally, I don't do too much with my hair at nighttime, because I do find that the more I do with my hair at nighttime, the more I have to do in the morning. So usually I'll just let it, do what it does. Now, since I've talked to you, I sat with the wet plop situation on my head for about 30 minutes. I was prepping my dinner, and so in that time I just had my wet plop going on my head. And then what I did when I was waiting for my dinner to cook, I took the wet plop off and I let my hair just air out for about 20 to 30 minutes, and from there I sat under the dryer for another 30 minutes. And then after that, I just let my hair be free. I was eating dinner, talking to my family, laughing with my family, and discovering that I have a new food allergy. Okay. I can't make this up. I'm telling you, I just made some ramen, and we had all the fresh cut vegetables in it, and apparently I have a new food allergy, and so I started reacting. I had to, take some medicine for it, because I started reacting. I started to have swelling in my eye, and so I'm fine now, but it's just the way things happen when I develop a food allergy. In the last 2 years, I've developed, if this is another one, I've developed 3 food allergies in the last 2 years. So, and I know I have a lot of deficiencies in my system, so I guess that's just the results of it. But anyway, back to the hair. I went through all of that. I always let my hair rest in between steps, because it does seem to work out a little bit better when I do. And so for this side right here, you can already see that it's starting to shrink up a little bit more. I have noticed that since I have been wet plopping, my curls shrink up a little tighter. And I really like that, because that means it's getting healthier, and I'm so excited about that. And now over here, this side nothing has been done to this side, and it will stay a lot better if I just leave it like this. But reality is, I wash my hair every 3 days anyway, so I don't really need it to last, for a week. It's simply because in 3 days, I'm going to rewash my hair. So all of that said and done, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found something helpful in it, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great night. Bye, guys.